In today's video, we're going to be talking about Tre Johnson, maybe the purest scorer and shooter in the entire NBA draft. But before we get into the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Tre Johnson was the SEC's Freshman of the Year last year. He also was a part of the All-SEC teams and is about 6'6" in shoes, weighs about 190, and has a 6'11" wingspan. During Tre Johnson's freshman season at Texas, he averaged 20 points per game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, shot 43% from the field, 40% from 3 on 7 attempts per game, 87% from the line, and had a 58% true shooting percentage. Now for the strengths and weaknesses of Tre Johnson's game. We're going to start off with the strengths, and the most obvious strength of Tre Johnson's game is his shot making ability. He hit countless big shots all season long for Texas, leading them to the NCAA tournament, but also showed his ability to hit different kind of shots, whether that was a pull-up mid-range, fadeaway, or a contested step-back three. Also, he showed the ability to run off screens and how good he was in catch-and-shoot scenarios. Tre Johnson's shot making is very intriguing in this year's draft. In my opinion, I think he's probably the most prolific scorer in the entire draft. The next strength for Tre Johnson is his ball handling and shot creation. He was able to create a shot whenever he wanted to. Also, that helps when he has a high and quick release. But the ball handling and moves he put on to create a shot and create space for himself was really intriguing, and I think that's something that will carry over into the NBA. Tre Johnson's ability to have that good of a handle and be able to create for others and himself has given him a huge boost in his draft stock. Now for the questions in Tre Johnson's game, we're going to start off with his defense. And the thing that scares me the most is his effort and focus. He just really didn't care this past year at Texas, and the effort and focus just wasn't there at all this year at Texas. But the potential is there for him to grow on the defensive side of the ball because he does have the length and athleticism to not be a target on the defensive end in the NBA. The next question I have in Tre Johnson's game is his shot selection. I know he didn't play in the best system or for the best coach in his freshman year, but he took way too many tough floaters and mid-ranges that just were not good shots, and it caused his field goal percentage to drop and true shooting percentage to drop as well. But I would like to hope he goes into the right situation and that is under control and he kind of filters that out. And if he does filter it out and become way more efficient in his game in that mid-range floater area and becomes a better decision maker, I think the sky's the limit for his ceiling. Now for the player comp or shades of for Tre Johnson, we're going to start out with his ceiling. And in my opinion, if he reaches his full potential, he can be a similar player to Devin Booker. If he can fill out his frame and improve his shot selection while also taking, some pride in his defense, he could become an all-NBA caliber player like Devin Booker. Because of the shot creation and shot making ability, he could become an all-NBA caliber player. He reminds me of Devin Booker because of the shot making ability, but also similar size and length, and he isn't the quickest or explosive athlete, but he somehow always finds a way to create space for himself and get his shot off and get to his spots. Now for the floor for Tre Johnson, and if he doesn't improve his shot selection and the defense doesn't get better, he could still be a solid player in the league for a long time, similar to Nick Young or Malik Beasley, in my opinion. Tre Johnson is the most pure shooter and scorer in this draft, in my opinion. He has the length and handle to create a shot, but also has the ability to run off screens and can operate at all 3 levels when scoring the ball. Taking pride in his defense is huge for his trajectory as a player. Also, the shot selection is a major question as well, but if he can figure these two things out while also getting strong and grow as a passer, he can become an all-NBA caliber player, in my opinion. But that's all I have for today's video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment down below. Now on to the highlights.
70s, 80s, and 90s.
That's Houston, Iowa State. Johnson off the screen. Connects. Tre Johnson contested 3.
Froze the defender. Wow, what a pass.
Tremont Mark wide open.
What a pass.
Can Tre Johnson get the offensive game going? The vision is there.
There's some high ball screens and they play out of it very well. Very smart play. Now he'll take it. And hit 12 on the game clock. Here's Johnson. Hits. Shoot. Back out. Johnson's got to make something happen. And he, in the game where they went 12 for 23, they lost.
Well, they can't offensive rebound the Mays.
That's true. Yes. Johnson a threat from anywhere, including there, and he gets. Johnson pulls up in transition all year, where everybody has been healthy. Off the glass. Johnson over Coleman, and he's healthier than he was at the beginning of the season. No longer wearing that shoulder harness he had. Now Johnson, and he's on the board. Cedric gives it back to him. Deep in the corner. Again.